Have you ever felt like life is moving too fast, yet you're stuck in place? You wake up, check your phone, scroll through noise, and somehow you're already exhausted before the day even begins. But what if the first 30 minutes of your morning could completely reshape your life? What if ancient Stoic wisdom could give you the calm, clarity, and control you've been searching for? In this video, we're diving into 14 powerful Stoic morning rituals, timeless practices used by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca to help you build resilience, silence the noise, and reclaim your day. No fluff, no hype, just ancient truths for a modern world. Stick with me to the end, because the last practice might just change the way you see everything. But before we begin, if you find value in this message, consider liking the video and subscribing. Help me share Stoicism with more people who are seeking clarity, strength, and peace. Let's begin. Number 1, the weight we choose to carry. Every day we wake up and unknowingly put on invisible armor, worry about someone else's opinion, regret over past choices, anxiety about things that haven't happened. But what if the heaviest burdens we carry are the ones we aren't meant to carry at all? Epictetus, the freed slave turned philosopher, reminds us some things are up to us and some are not. Take a moment each morning to sort through your concerns. Picture 2 baskets, one labeled mine, the other not mine. Into the mine basket goes your effort, your choices, your attitude. Into the not mine basket, others' actions, the past, outcomes. This daily act is not an escape. It's a practice of mental decluttering, a decision to walk lighter. The moment we accept that we do not control what others say, do, or feel, we free ourselves from needless suffering. Like the Stoics, we begin our day by choosing what burdens are truly ours to bear. Number 2, the storm is not the enemy. Imagine a young sailor caught in a violent storm. He grips the wheel, trying to steer, trying to fight the wind. But he cannot change the storm, only himself. In life, storms are inevitable. Job loss, betrayal, illness. The Stoics did not promise calm seas, but they taught us how to sail. Seneca once wrote, "A wise man adapts himself to circumstances as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it." Each morning, visualize potential difficulties, not with dread, but with preparation. This is the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, the anticipation of hardship, not to invite fear, but to build resilience. Say to yourself, today I might face rejection. Someone may speak harshly, plans might unravel, but none of these can touch my inner peace unless I let them. Letting go is not weakness, it is wisdom. Number 3, release the need to be understood. One of the quietest sufferings in modern life is the desire to be understood, to explain yourself, to correct the narrative, to prove your worth. But as Marcus Aurelius wrote, don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about what others do, or say, or think. Sometimes you will be misunderstood, and that's okay. You don't owe the world an explanation for your peace. Each morning, remind yourself that your intentions are known by your conscience, not by the approval of others. Choose to let go of the obsession with being liked or defended. There is a silent power in walking away, not from people, but from the need for validation. Number 4, let go of control, embrace command. Control is the illusion, command is the reality. We cannot control if someone loves us, but we can command how we love. We cannot control how the world treats us, but we can command how we show up. Letting go of control doesn't mean we drift. It means we steer internally. The Stoics urge us to shift our energy, from worrying about results to committing to action. If you've planted the seed, watered it with effort, and given it light, let go of whether it blooms. You've done your part. Each morning, ask yourself not, will I succeed, but will I show up with courage, wisdom, and love, no matter the outcome? This is where true power lives. Number 5, cut the rope of the past. Regret is a silent prison. We replay words we can't take back, paths we didn't choose, moments we failed. But the Stoics remind us the past is untouchable. The only reason it still hurts is because we keep holding the rope. Seneca said, "What is past is beyond our control." Let us look to the present and the future. Picture this. You are dragging a heavy cart behind you, filled with everything you regret. Each morning you have a choice. Drag it or cut the rope. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is freeing. It is saying, that moment shaped me, but it will not define me. Letting go of the past isn't weakness. It is stoic courage in motion. Number 6, practice the pause. One of the simplest ways to live Stoicism is to pause before reacting, before assuming, before holding on to a thought too tightly. Epictetus taught, it's not things that upset us, but our judgment about them. In the space between stimulus and response lies the power to let go. When something irritates you, a message left unread, a comment that stings, an opportunity lost, pause. Breathe. Say to yourself, is this within my control? If yes, act. If no, let go. This practice builds emotional clarity, like sharpening a blade that cuts through mental chaos. Letting go in these moments becomes not just philosophy, but freedom in real time. Number 7, amor fati, love it all. We end where the Stoics would want us to begin, with amor fati, love of fate. To love not only what pleases us, but what tests us. To embrace all that happens, not because it's easy, but because it's yours, Marcus. Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. So we say to every delay, heartbreak, and detour, thank you. You are the path, not the problem. Letting go is not detachment. It is deeper connection to what is rather than what should be. Each morning whisper this to yourself. Let it happen. Let it shape me. Let me grow from it. This is the Stoic path. Not control, but clarity. Not resistance, but flow. Not despair, but acceptance. Number 8, the practice of negative visualization. In the quiet moments before the world awakens, the Stoics invite us into a practice that may seem paradoxical to modern ears. Negative visualization. Why would one choose to imagine loss, hardship, or failure? Because to a Stoic, to contemplate misfortune is not to invite it, but to prepare for it, to strip it of its power, and to heighten gratitude for what we already possess. Seneca taught, he robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand. Each morning pause and visualize, what if I lost my job today? What if my health declined? What if someone I love passed away? This isn't meant to stir fear. It's meant to reveal how precious everything is. You'll find that your cup of coffee tastes warmer, your conversations feel richer, your frustrations soften. Why? Because you've seen, in your mind's eye, what life would be without them. This practice immunizes you against entitlement and bitterness. It replaces resentment with appreciation. It reminds us that everything we love is temporary, and that's what makes it beautiful. By facing the possible loss in the mind, we hold our treasures, people, time, peace, with more care in real life. Letting go begins not in crisis, but in contemplation. Number 9, voluntary simplicity. Modern life tells us we need more. The Stoics remind us we need less. We are constantly bombarded. More apps, more clothes, more goals, more stimulation. But when everything is important, nothing is. Stoicism invites us to embrace voluntary simplicity, to ask what is essential, what is noise. Seneca famously practiced this. He would set aside days to eat only basic food, wear the roughest clothes, and sleep on the floor. Why? Not because he had to, but because he wanted to remind himself, is this what I feared? By stripping life down to its barest form, he trained his spirit. He reminded himself that happiness doesn't reside in possessions, but in perspective. In your own mornings, Look around. What are you holding on to that's simply clutter? Can you start the day without your phone? Can you skip the luxury and still find joy? Can you enjoy stillness without filling it with noise? Simplicity is not lack, it is clarity. By choosing less, we uncover more peace, more presence, more freedom. Number 10, daily journaling as inner dialogue. The Stoics didn't just write, they reflected. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations was never meant for publication. It was a private conversation with his own soul. Each morning, you too can engage in this sacred act, journaling as a Stoic practice. Ask yourself, what am I anxious about today? What is within my control? What virtue will I embody? Patience, courage, humility. Don't worry about eloquence. Your journal isn't a performance. It's a mirror. By writing, we detach. Thoughts that seem overwhelming become sentences. Emotions that feel tangled begin to loosen. If yesterday brought failure, write about it. Not to shame yourself, but to learn from it. If today feels heavy, write about the weight. Not to complain, but to understand it. Over time, these daily pages become your philosophy in action, a living document of your journey toward wisdom. And when storms come, and they always will, you won't need to remember what to do. You'll have written it down. Number 11, practicing indifference to praise and criticism. We crave validation, the applause, the likes, the compliments. But with praise comes its twin, criticism. If we let ourselves be inflated by approval, we'll be crushed by disapproval. The Stoics propose another way, indifference to both. Epictetus advised, if someone speaks ill of you, rather than defend yourself, say, he obviously does not know me very well, since there are so many other faults he could have mentioned. Each morning, center yourself in this truth. You are not what others say about you. You are not their approval. You are not their dismissal. You are your character, your effort, your virtue. Practice humility in success. Practice dignity in rejection. The Stoic doesn't rise or fall based on external noise. He is steady, not arrogant, not broken, just anchored. Let go of needing to be understood. Let go of defending every move. Let go of applause. Let your actions speak. Let your soul be still. Number 12, the discipline of desire. The world markets desire as the key to happiness, desire for more wealth, status, recognition. But the Stoics teach, desire makes you a slave. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, lost everything in a shipwreck. It was in that loss that he found his path to philosophy. He later said, I made a prosperous voyage when I suffered shipwreck. Desire often leads us to chase shadows, things we think will make us whole. But in that chase, we become fragmented. Each morning, reflect. Is it within my control? Will it make me more virtuous or just more restless? This is not about suppressing all ambition. It's about aligning ambition with virtue, not vanity. Instead of desiring wealth, desire generosity. Instead of chasing status, chase wisdom. Instead of longing to be seen, long to be true. By mastering our desires, we reclaim our power. Number 13, building the inner citadel. The Stoics believed in an inner fortress, a place untouched by the world, built from discipline, reason, and virtue. Marcus Aurelius called it the inner citadel. No matter what happened outside, war, betrayal, plague, he retreated within to remain calm. Ask yourself each morning, where am I vulnerable today? What might shake me? Gossip, traffic, rejection. Can I meet it with preparation? Your inner citadel is built through small daily acts, responding with patience instead of anger, choosing silence instead of gossip, holding the line of values when it's tempting to compromise. Each decision is a brick. Over time, you build a place so stable that no news, no insult, no disaster can topple it. Not because you are unfeeling, but because you are anchored in reason. Number 14, memento mori. Remember you will die. Perhaps the most sobering yet liberating Stoic practice is memento mori. Remember you will die. To modern ears, it sounds grim, but to the Stoic, It is the ultimate clarifier. Marcus. Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." Each morning whisper to yourself, "This day is not guaranteed. This breath is a gift. This moment is a miracle." It doesn't make life darker. It makes it brighter. It makes petty arguments seem petty. It makes gratitude easier. It makes forgiveness possible. You don't have forever. You have now. That's all any of us have. Live it fully. Live it rightly. Not in fear of death, but in respect for life. Final reflection. The art of letting go is the beginning of wisdom. You are not here to control the world. You are here to control how you meet it. The Stoics don't ask us to be unshaken because we're numb. They ask us to be unshaken because we're trained to let go of what is not ours. Trained to focus on what is. Trained to find strength, not in force but in freedom. Let go of control. Embrace command. Let go of noise. Embrace stillness. Let go of fear. Embrace virtue. This is the Stoic morning, not cold, not mechanical, but vivid, disciplined, alive. If these Stoic rituals spoke to you, even just one, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video to support more content rooted in ancient wisdom. Comment below, which practice will you start tomorrow morning? And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell, because every day deserves a moment of Stoic clarity. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. So live intentionally and let wisdom guide your way. Until next time, stay grounded, stay free, stay stoic.